How's it, gang? In this video series, we're working on Wonder Woman's tiara and bracers. Let's go ahead and pull in the tiara file. These files I got from do3d.com. They only came in the whole armor set. You can buy the tiara file separately. I will post the links in the description below, but I also wanted to do the bracers and you couldn't find the bracers separately. So here we have the tiara in Cura. I have this actually set to 0.16 layer height and 0.6 line width. The 0.6 millimeter line width is because I'm using a 0.6 millimeter nozzle. Default for the layer height is usually 0.2, but I decided because of the level of detail in this tiara, I wanted to use a finer layer height to see if I could maintain more of those details. The rest of the settings are pretty default. Wall line count is 3. I never touch the top and bottom settings. Infill, I leave it at about 5%. You can go up or down. I don't think this piece will actually have a lot of infill. And then gyroid for the infill pattern. It saves time. Material settings are all default settings. The print speed here is 95 millimeters per second. This has worked out very well for me in the past. I don't see any reason to change it. Maybe we'll have a reason after this print. Travel, enable retraction, I always have this on. The rest of these settings I don't really ever touch. The only other setting that I would touch would be the supports. I don't see, there might be some supports that get put in. We'll see when we slice it up. Anything else? Build plate. So because of how thin this is, I think I'm gonna keep it as a raft. Sometimes you can get away with a skirt or a brim, but this time I'm gonna keep it as a raft to see how it goes. Let's go ahead and slice this guy up. Close you so we can see. 1 hour 53 minutes. That's not bad. Let's take a look here. Oh yeah, see, it's throwing in some supports here. It's gonna be a little bit much to clean up. You know what, I'll just leave it as that. Let's go ahead and save this. Go ahead and eject this now. Now on to the printer. For this print, I wanted to try something different. Previously, I had used some black and gray filament. I wanted to try gold this time. Plus, I thought I could maybe get away with not having to worry about the inside of the tiara and the bracers. Then I remembered I still gotta prep it when I'm done, so the color's not gonna matter, but it'll be cool to try a different color. Let's get this loaded into the printer. All that's left now to do is hit print. Sounds like the printer's done. Let's go ahead and get that tiara off the bed and see what we got. So one of the first things I noticed right away is this tiara is very thin. Let's see if we can get it to focus on that real quick. See that? There's not much material there. Other than that, the print came out pretty well. I can see a few spots here. It's kind of hard to see with all the supports still on the tiara. Let me clean this off and then we'll get a better look at it. Good thing I didn't make the supports very thick. Get the raft off if we can. If I can here. Got my wire snips here now. Hopefully we can do this without cutting off a finger. Bust that out. Fix that. Oh, there we go. Okay. Phew! Not the worst. It's all fixable. I'll have to clean this up. I am nervous just by how thin this is. There's not a lot I can do as far as the prep goes. I have to fix this. the gold came out okay. Let's take a look from a different angle, shall we? I have some gold colors I'm going to test out before I paint it. I'll show those in another video, hopefully. Until then, let's get this put away and we'll set up the printer for the bracers. Bracers into Cura. Do the left one first, see how that looks. Oh, this is a bit bigger than the Tiara. Let's see, 93. Yeah, this is, wow, 241, and that's touching. Okay. Well, which one did I bring in? Okay, this is the left. I can already tell this is gonna take a lot longer than the Tiara did. So let's up the layer height. I don't think I need to stick with 2. I think we can go a little bigger. The level of detail is not like the Tiara. Yeah, there's some spots here, but we can get, I think I can get away with going up to, let's see, 0.32. Again, I'm doing 0.32 because I'm using a 0.6 millimeter nozzle, keeping all the same settings. We may have to swap some stuff up to shorten this print. Let's see, 8 hours and 11 minutes, and there's 2 of these. This is gonna be a long print. I think what I might do, well, let's check preview. Let me see, there's things we can, there's not a lot of support. Let's check to see if there, so this is another thin piece. Oh, there's a little bit, but not much. So as far as thickness of the bracer, it's not very thick. There's not going to be any infill. It's just going to be a long print. All right, well, 8 hours, 11 minutes. Sounds like at least a good day. A good day of printing to get these 2 bracers done. Let's go ahead and save this and eject it, and we'll move on to the print. Sounds like the bracer's done. Let's go get that off the printer. I'm really happy about how the bracer turned out. It was a lot more substantial than I was expecting it to be, especially after the Tiara. I'm looking forward to working on these 2 pieces. Let's go get the other one printed and I'll start planning my next steps. That's going to be it for part 1 of this series. In part 2, I'm going to show you how I prepare and paint the Tiara and bracers, and maybe even throw in some paint tests to see what color gold I end up using. Until then, please check out one of my other videos, or let me know what you think of this one in the comments. Thanks a lot. Aloha.